As my partner Nicole stated in our first affirmative action on banning handheld guns, there's still a lot that our country can do to prevent the misuse and unnecessary deaths caused from handheld gun ownership. According to the Center of Disease of Protection and Control, states with stricter gun laws, including Hawaii, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and New York, have the lowest death rates, while lenient states like Alabama, Alaska, and Mississippi on gun laws have the highest death rates. Banning handheld guns and enforcing stricter laws throughout the country will bring down the death rate throughout the whole country. My opponent kind of mentioned how it's not about the law, it's about those who own them, and that is very true. I think part of banning handheld guns and implementing stricter laws would indicate better background checks for those who own them. Not everyone who owns a gun has had a background check. In private transactions, you are like private transactions such as like gun shows, those people who buy those guns don't have to be certified. You can just privately purchase a gun. So, and 92% statistically in the US were in according to the New York Times, 54% of the people stated that gun control laws should be more strict, and only 9% said that they should be less strict. In the UK, their policy on being certified to own a gun, you cannot have been in jail from 3 months to 3 years to own or purchase a gun, and 5 years you're automatically not allowed to own or purchase any type of gun. And my opponent also talked about the Second Amendment. Although the Second Amendment does argue the U.S. Constitution does not guarantee individual unrestricted rights to own or carry guns, according to gun control. Further, it argues that people that have guns, death rates and injuries increase. But also to state that amendments aren't always guaranteed. The 18th Amendment was prohibited, so the 21st Amendment overturned that, and the American people have the legislature to overturn an amendment that is considered not in the best interest of those. And according to the Washington Post, 57% of Americans believe in tougher enforcement and reducing the crime rate. The Branding Handgun Violence Prevention Act law requires that gun purchases from licensed gun dealers to go through a background check, commonly called the Brandy Law. So we have those that are a Brandy Law that's instated, but that helps prevent 2 million guns to be so that's all I have on helping in preventing the misuse and unnecessary use of handheld guns in the US.